Hey everyone, it's Mallo, your host of Identico After Dark and the creative director here for Identico. Before we get started, I just wanted to let you know that this episode is brought to you in part by Gamers Heaven and their newest location just north of Seattle, Washington. There, in a family-friendly and welcoming environment, you can play tabletop or video games, read manga, or just relax with friends and sample some amazing drinks from their boba tea bar. If you want to learn more, log on to gamersheavenseattle.com to see hours and location. Now let's get on with the show.
Hello, Fringers. The following podcast may not be suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Chaos Inc. Boy, has a lot happened in the last couple of sessions. Really quick, we will recap what's happened. So last session, the team woke up and found out that Maxi had left them a note saying that he was leaving for a little while, and that if they needed to borrow his guns, go ahead. Thinking nothing much of that because, you know, Maxi, they decided to head off to a museum and possibly scout some locations for Omni's new headquarters in Silicon City. While at the museum, they ran a wonderful con to get some tales that they discovered off of them, and have the museum security basically push the tales out. From there, they went to have a lovely lunch at a burger place that Apex knew, and they thought it would be even more fun to send takeout to their Tails vehicle to let them know they'd been made. But using all of their wiles and cons, they did manage to find out that Redcap was still following them, although they weren't really able to ascertain why quite yet. Apex contacted Alondra and was given some more information about some of the folks, and they were able to determine that the people that were following them were being housed at a building owned by the Identico Corporation. Apex and Shawn had a really lovely conversation about their motivations for all of these things and why Apex doesn't trust Corpse, and maybe why Shawn might have a reason to do so. Zed, taking matters into his own hands, decided to contact the United Nations Information and Observations Group and negotiate a deal for help and protection. So they were met by a IOG operative who agreed to work with them. And in exchange, Apex offered up some information that the IOG desperately wanted to have. But in exchange, Apex asked for help taking down Upgrade Yourself Industries in revenge for what happened to her sister. Zed asked for a job, and Shawn asked for exclusive bidding rights on the IOG's next military contract. That's where we're going to pick up today with our great cast of characters. We will start with Steph, who is playing Apex.
Heidi-ho, neighbor.
Caleb, playing Zed Lane.
Thou shalt not make a machine to counterfeit a human mind.
Damn.
You wrote that down special for this, didn't you?
Damn.
Here.
Nice.
I read it.
Nice. And
Caleb with the good
Haley, playing
Space.
Joan.
Space, the final frontier. It has nothing to do with these voyages of these weird-ass people in the middle of Silicon City, but it's always a good intro.
It is always a good intro. And last but not least, Michael playing Maxi.
Willkommen, bienvenue.
Come on in.
I'm actually going to start with Maxi. Maxi, currently you see darkness.
Do I smell anything?
Sea air.
Do I hear anything?
No, you think they've put noise-canceling earmuffs over your head.
Am I sitting? Am I on my knees? Am I on my stomach?
You are sitting in what it feels like a plastic lawn chair.
Okay.
Where you are zip-tied.
I was to say, still zip-tied. Hands and feet still zip-tied. Okay.
Hands and feet still zip-tied. And that's where we're going to leave Maxi for the moment.
Oh.
To the rest of the team, we're going to fast forward about 12 hours after your meeting with the IOG. You've had time to rest and reflect get a good night's sleep after what was a very long day. What would you like to do?
Shawn got up extra early for them, and
So like 9.
nope, 7.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
And made sure that hanging pristinely outside Zed's door so that when he opens it, he finds it, is his new outfit.
Yes.
And then Shawn goes back to bed.
Can you remind the viewers or anybody listening what the outfit looks like that you purchased for Zed?
I really don't think I can do it justice anymore. It has now become a fable. It's become a story used to frighten small metrosexual children. And it's think a zoot suit, but not just a normal zoot suit. This one's made of the finest fake velour, done in the zebra stripes, but they're yellow and orange. They're off colors.
Like
And
neon,
just,
right?
they're like a neon, yeah.
Yes.
And out of the hat, which is a very, very fancy, slightly floppy hat, is a very large purple feather.
Oh, purple feather. Love that.
Oh, and it's 3 times the length of the hat.
Nice.
Zed would rock that.
He'd
So-
kill it.
Joan, you have hung the outfit artfully outside of his door, outside of Zed's door. It gives you no small amount of fear, like just the slightest grin just across your face.
And then
Peaceful grin.
ostensibly, Shawn sits on the couch with a perfect view of it, but knowing themselves as they do, tasks one of the cameras in the apartment to record Zed's reaction and promptly falls asleep.
Apex.
I feel like Apex crashed at this apartment
Okay.
because she was up late, just whatever on the computer, research and games, whatnot. So 7 a.m. is way too early. But if Shawn did start making coffee, I feel like that smell would have woken me up, and I would have gotten up for the sake of coffee.
Oh, yeah. Shawn, I mean, you were staying over, so Shawn gave you their bedroom and they were out on the couch, which isn't all that comfortable.
Nice.
But yes, definitely has coffee to try and stave off sleepiness, and it's not working, but it's a valiant effort.
But once I smell that coffee, I'll just start stumbling out of the room and kind of, and grab a cup of coffee and.
Shawn is laying back on the couch, kind of head back, just kind of splayed there, slightly snoring, and you see the magnificent vista of the suit in front of Zed's door.
Joan.
There's actually one of the lights, one of the track lighting pieces has been redirected to shine on it gently.
Oh yeah. You gotta have good lighting.
And with that,
And I
Zed?
will as soon as I hear him, I have my glow ready to snap a little picture when he comes out.
So Zed has been up since I think 5-ish. He gets up early to do his workouts and skincare routine. This is the moneymaker. So I open the door. I just move it aside like it's on a rack and kind of ignore it. And go into the kitchen to start making some coffee.
fortunately, the coffee is already beginning to be brewed. Because Joan.
Oh, I make
said.
better coffee.
Oh, okay. So you
Okay, I'm
come
gonna
out
have
of
to
the
do that.
room and see the suit that Shawn has hung for you.
Shawn's asleep, by the way. They didn't notice you came out.
Oh, I will take the suit off wherever you hung it and put it on top of you like a blanket since you're on the couch.
Oh, as soon as that happens, Shawn kind of curls up around it and rolls over on the side in like the fetal position. Like kind of rubbing their cheek against it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go make a nice French press of good coffee, find some breakfast, some eggs, toast.
So you all get through breakfast. What would you like to do next? The weight of your decisions is starting to weigh down. You are starting to remember, nearly relive the deal that you made last night.
But Maxi is not back yet, right?
You haven't checked his room. His
Yeah,
door's
I'll
still
go over
shut.
to his room. I'll go over to his room.
There is no answer.
Is it unlocked?
Maxi, is your door unlocked? He's muted.
It's because he's bagged and tagged. Of course he's muted.
Yes, Maxi's door is unlocked. He did give them permission to borrow his armaments.
Oh, that's true. So there you go. Yeah, door's
Yes.
unlocked.
I'll stick my head in. Is Maxi there?
Nobody's there.
The room is immaculate, and Maxi's selection of armaments is laid out across the bed, neatly, cleanly. Things are labeled.
I was gonna say, is it labeled? Which is which?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like with an old school Dymo labeler that they haven't made in like 80 years.
Does it look like
With-
any of them are missing? Like he went out with some of his guns?
Unless you know what Maxi had with him as far as his armament goes, it doesn't look like anything would be missing.
Okay.
So there's not like large rifle, large shotgun, smaller rifle, blank, pistol.
Yeah,
Like
there's
a big empty
there's
spot.
there's no big empty spot. No.
Okay.
It looks as
Okay.
though he laid out what he left behind.
Okay.
All right. So we should probably. I'll walk back out to the living room. Has anyone heard from Maxi? He's not in his room. Doesn't look like bed's been slept in.
Did I hear Maxi didn't come back?
Yes, this horrible suit killed him. Good job.
You mean this beautiful, soft, fuzzy blanket?
He died of sadness because he didn't try it on. I'm gonna be next, then.
Well, let's do some research before you leave this mortal coil, so we can still move forward with this venture.
Only if you try the hat on at least once.
Please.
Let's try to find Maxi first, and if we do, I'll wear the hat.
Yes. Okay.
Promise. Promise.
I promise in as much as any corporation ever promises anything.
Okay, he's not gonna wear it.
No, he's totally not going to wear it.
What kind of a promise is that? Okay, so are we thinking like let's text Maxi, or are we super concerned and we should like track him?
We should totally track his glow.
Yeah, he said he had a. I think where was the note? Did I leave the note somewhere? Didn't it say he was on a job?
It's in the kitchen next to the bagels.
Yeah, if he was at a job, I feel like he would have at least like come back to clean his weapons, right? Like that's a.
Yeah, but that also means I don't
thing.
want to text him if he's in the middle of field operations. Why don't
Okay,
we-
fair.
Yeah, why don't we see if we can find where he is?
Joan's gonna try and track his glow.
Give me a networks check.
I can do that. I has them. Although what I don't have. Ooh, never mind. That one.
Ooh.
Can I
Which
try?
makes sense
Can.
because if I recall, I'll let Alex talk about it.
24 total.
Actually, it would have been a 20, but yeah, not one.
24 total?
Yeah.
One moment. So you start searching, and so you're running an algorithm on it. And hang on one second, I'm checking something. I apologize for the delay. Having a hard time locating it. Your system's
he must have smashed his globe
your system
because I
comes
can't find it.
Your system comes up with nothing.
Did he have any other tech on him that we could?
You could run a software check to see where
When the
the
last reported
place
place was.
that it pinged, where it pinged off a tower.
Go for it. You might have better luck than me.
Let's see. 28 total.
Here we go.
Okay. So your system starts doing it. So you're starting to get a track on everywhere that it was. At one point, it went to the north side of Silicon City. And then it triangulates and it kind of bounces around because as you get further from the towers, it like the radius of where it could be widens. But you're pretty sure he was in the middle of the bay for at least 3 hours. The last place you were able to ping it, there it is you get about a 1 mile radius north, like in the north part of Silicon City. Still next to the bay, next to San Pablo Bay.
So like he could be just on the shore. Based on that radius.
It's registering as inactive right now.
That was its last reported location.
The last location. Okay.
The last location was at about 7 a.m. yesterday morning. Not this morning, yesterday morning.
Ooh, that is a cold trail.
Okay, we need to, I think, start looking for him. Hopefully he had a boat. And hopefully he wasn't just, like, murdered and tossed in the bay and washed up on shore.
I think it's more likely that he murdered somebody and put them in a boat to toss them out in the middle of the bay.
And dropped his glow, like...
Maxi's not that clumsy. He's got that case. He's got that I forget what it's called. It's named after a sea animal. It's got that really, really good case. He wouldn't drop his glow.
Oh, the clownfish box.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
I have an idea. Maybe we call in a favor. Maybe we outsource this to our little firebrand friend.
I don't know. I mean, if he's kind of missing, do we really want Maxi, who may be a little bit worked up and feeling like he's in trouble, seeing that guy who tried to kill him?
Yeah. I mean, like, I could call in a favor with some of my friends, but again, like, if Maxi doesn't know them, I don't know how he'll react.
Shawn gets up and goes into Maxi's room and comes back out a minute later with one of Maxi's Pelican cases that has a gun in it. They put a gun that was on the bed into a case and doesn't know if it fits or anything. And like, we need to go find him.
Could we do a little bit of reconnaissance first? Could we send a drone over there? Could we hijack a drone that might be in the area? Could we try to get some eyes on this area?
I mean, you can always just use satellite view from, the traffic software. Like, it's internet.
Yeah, why don't we try to take try to take a peek over there first before we gear up?
It's going to take us a while. I figured we'd get going and do it on the way. But
Like
if
a
you want
walk
to
and
do
talk,
it now,
except it's a walk and hack.
I was thinking actually having somebody drive us. I didn't want to walk here.
Yeah, well, okay. Drive.
I mean, we're down here and it's up here. I mean, there's like bridges and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So let's kind of, because we don't want to just go out there not knowing where we're going, because this is a pretty big radius. So let's take a look at the area, see if there's any kind of clues, and then as soon as we have it narrowed down, head out. And
yeah, so we can call
To us.
free search. It'll probably be about there at the same time they wrap up, and then we can
you call
go.
You call a self-driving cab service. They're pretty common. It'll be there in about 10 minutes. As you look on Moogle Earth,
Lugal.
Lugal.
Yeah.
Moogle. There you go.
Yeah, Moogle is copyright by Square Enix. So
Please don't sue me, Square.
yeah, we love you.
Sponsor
Max's
us.
last glow location is in the area of what appears to be a yacht club and some very fancy corporate housing next to the water.
Oh, I know a guy at the yacht club.
you would. I bet your friend likes fancy suits in neon colors.
I bet he doesn't.
Shawn is attempting to stealthily put the hat on Zed while he's being distracted by this conversation.
Give me a stealth check.
Yes.
Then give me a perception check.
I have stealth. Not very well, but I have it. That would have been a great time to roll a 20, and I failed that. That's a 15.
29. Get that shit away.
It's on high alert.
So it's that thing where like Zed is not even paying attention, but like his washer catches it. So as you're coming in with the hat, he's just like whack, not even looking at you. Get that shit out of here. There's a strict dress code at the yacht club.
This is a dress code.
Oh, this is a dress emergency.
It could actually, it's probably a dress crime, but still.
Hey.
You mean
neon's
code is an emergency room code, right? Like this
Yes.
suit is coding?
Yep.
Do you want to call your yacht club fancy friend and see if they have seen anything?
They are not the type to be awake this.
Really.
Let's say recovering from the previous night's shenanigan.
That being said,
I know their access codes, and I am.
Yep. Hang on, we're having some minor technical difficulties, folks. Caleb popped out there.
Zed's a robot.
Zed is a robot.
That explains why he doesn't want to wear the hat. It bothers the solar panel.
There you go.
It's a conspiracy.
Are you back with us, Caleb? We still fiddling. All
Am
right.
I?
There you are.
There you go.
Good.
There we are. Whew. One of those microphone days. So your car sharing service arrives, and you all pile in. What are you doing on your way out? It is actually quite a drive.
Yeah, it looked at. I'm gonna scan like the news nets and stuff to see if there was a report of anything out there. We might end up having to reach out to Zed's police contact, and that was Zed's contact, right? Or was that Maxi's?
I had one early on. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we might have to reach out to her to see if there's any like police reports in the area of any gunfights or anything like that.
Okay. So you're calling
Well, I'm gonna I'm doing like a data search first before I go jump to that next step.
Give me a software check.
Okay, these dice are really hating me tonight. 20.
Nothing.
Okay, you guys are retired. Go away.
I will say, so it's from where you are to there, it's 22 miles, and traffic has you taking 2 hours to get there.
Oh my gosh.
I work on leveling my crafting.
What if we steal a boat? Can we get there faster?
Can anyone drive a boat?
Boats are easy.
Maxi can.
You're no help.
You just point in the
If
direction
you were
you go.
here, we wouldn't need to steal a boat now, would we?
Maybe?
Are you making any calls or any other like software checks? Apex, do you want to try anything whilst you are on your way near Pinole?
Yeah. I mean, since we've got like forever in the car, are there any like more? I don't know if we need to be closer in order to do this. Are there any more like specific security cameras I could hack into, like the ones at the yacht club?
I mean, you've got a name of the yacht club there, so you could try and backdoor into their surveillance system if there's a public portal. So give me a networks check. It's easier to do when you're right there and you can see their lines and stuff, but it's possible.
27?
With a 27, what you're able to do is by using like street view, you can see what make and model the cameras are, and they do operate off of a web portal, and you are able to find it. So do you want to try and brute force your way in, or are you trying to
if once we get closer, it would be easier for me to brute force my way in, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna hold on to that knowledge for the moment, and then as soon as we get to what I feel like would be a good distance away, then I'm just gonna barge my way into their system.
Okay. Again, it takes you about 2 hours. You pull up, not at the yacht club, because that's actually restricted access because it's behind corp housing. I will do another snip. So you see a very large, like, corporate development in the area where you're at. You are able to pretty quickly determine that corporate development is owned by Detention, which is a corporate prison operations company.
So is this a prison, or is this like housing for prison? Like for
No, this
staff?
is housing for their employees.
Is their logo a D10?
No.
Darn it.
But it is a D and a 10 behind some bars. It's really a cheesy logo.
Good.
But they're a very large for-profit prison corporation.
I just feel like they missed easy branding.
Yeah,
I think they did too.
It was right there.
There is a detention prison just down the road, like less than 3 miles away.
I think I want to look at the cameras first before we start going off a different direction.
Okay, I'm gonna say, Kaylee, give me a high or a low.
Hi.
Okay. All right. Once you're close enough, you can like physically see the network that's basically running all the surveillance. It looks like it's probably all wired together, all the surveillance for the neighborhood itself that's mounted on the street cameras, as well as what's probably mounted at the yacht club. So give me a networks check to try and get into their gateway.
I could have been better. 24?
Not quite.
Okay.
Are you using your tech head?
Yep.
Okay.
I rolled a 3 on the D20, so
I feel your dice, Bane.
yeah. Okay. Does anything like negative happen, or I just can't get in?
It doesn't look like you. It just looks like you can't get in. You can't tell. It doesn't look like you sprung any counter hacking software, but tough to say without being inside.
So I'd like to use some of my ID points.
Okay.
Friends in maybe high places for my buddy that lives here.
Okay.
So this is going to be a friend that Zed has known for maybe 3 or 4 years. We've run in the same kind of high corporate echelon party circles. We've done some favors for each other over the years.
You met at like a corporate retreat in the Bahamas.
Oh yeah, it was that, retreat to move forward kind of thing. Tons of corporate jargon, and we all got black belts in civic engineering bullshit, stuff like that. It's all about cooperation and supporting the team. So yeah, this guy's name is Reginald. He may not have totally meant it, but he definitely said the words that I'm allowed to use his pass to get into the clubhouse. So I'm taking that at face value.
Okay. So you make the call. He's like, "Hey man, how's it going? I didn't know you were in Silicon City."
Yeah, bud. I'm doing some work. Need to impress a client, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
So I figured I might take them into the club, hang out for a little bit, see if I can seal the deal.
Yep. He goes, "Hang on a second," and through his glow, he texts you a guest pass.
Ooh.
It's got his little QR code on it to present to security.
Thanks. I owe ya a couple rounds and whatever party favors you need.
If you're going to be in town later, we should totally go hit up the driving range.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, man. Yeah, give me a shout.
Shoot me a message and I'll buy it. I'll buy rounds, whatever you want.
Sounds good, man.
So yeah, we will just use that to get into the club area.
Okay. You pull up the kind of the private drive where the gatehouse into this corporate area is, and are stopped by detention security. They, unlike many corps, actually just run all their security internally, as opposed to contracting it out. When you pull up to the thing, the guard approaches the robocab and says, "ID or pass?"
I don't even talk to him. I just flash it.
He takes his glow and scans the QR code. All right, you're cleared. Go ahead and head straight down Gately Drive and hit Waterfront, and you'll be right there.
Yep.
Have a nice day, sir.
You too.
Rich people.
And we keep going.
Right, you pull up to the yacht club. It's, there's about 7 or 8 long docks. There's probably 30 or 40, various like sailboats, pleasure craft, day craft, a couple of bigger yachts parked there. There is a very nice clubhouse that sits on piles on the dock above the water. What you doing?
Piles of what?
It's killing me.
So now that we are inside, are we able to reattempt any of our tracing? Is it any easier? I ask.
Apex and Shawn can try again, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot too.
Give me some rolls.
Oh, much better. Let's see, math. You wanted a networks check first?
Yep.
Okay. 13. Hang on, I gotta do math. 37.
Okay. That was very nice.
34, and I thought it was good.
I brought the action.
So
Well done.
between the two of you, you do manage to blow their gateway wide open. And you're looking at it, and it's like, Why do these people always use the same 9 passwords? It's not top tier corporate security. You grade this as like mid-level. There's a bunch of different servers that have different functions in it. One of them's for the HOA. Then that's got the list of everybody who lives here. There's the security systems which control the gates into the property during off hours. There's the surveillance system.
There we go. Going for the surveillance system, trying to pull camera footage from the time Maxi's glow was last seen.
Give me a software check.
I don't want to. 15.
You can see what the cameras are showing you right now, but you're having a hard time pulling back. Apex, would you like to try?
Yeah.
Please, dear God, yes.
You doing okay over there, Shawn?
It's the lack of hat in my life.
Oh, I feel ya.
It's draining my mojo that it's not.
It wouldn't have fit in this
Got
cab.
me down. It's just.
It would fit in this cab. I know it would.
That's a 36 for me.
Okay. You roll it back. Maxi comes into view. You got basically about a 90-second thing. It looks like Maxi comes into view from the southwest. It looks like he was running up the beach. When he comes into view, he's still pretty wet. It looks like he came out of the water not long before this video was shot. He is being trailed by multiple drones who are following him. The last thing you see is Maxi smashes his glow in the parking lot. And then 2 black SUVs pull up filled with some sort of operatives, and they bag Maxi and toss him in the back.
Should we get a license plate?
Can we get it? There we go.
Perception check.
Oh.
Enhance.
Enhance.
Zoom in first, and then enhance.
Enhance.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Oh, that's not the greatest. That's a 12?
Can I try on this too, since I'm looking at the video feed?
15.
Yeah.
Oh, I have perception. I sometimes do. Oh,
25.
21, but nat 20.
Oh,
You're able.
that's somebody's
That
paying
is shown.
attention.
You are able to get clean, codes off of the plates. Now you can't tell by just looking at who it registered to, but you do have the plate. Yep.
I'm going to go back.
Make, model. You know there were 8 commandos, 4 in each SUV. And actually, Chone, you spot patches on the uniforms.
Any what's the insignia on them? I figure it's probably black on black, but
Run it through a search check. Software.
It's pronouns. They're all wearing their pronouns on a badge, on a patch.
Aw.
30.
Aggressive.
30. It's upgrade yourself industries.
So Chone's doing the search, and then all of a sudden they're just like,
What,
um,
what'd you find?
okay. Chone very carefully reaches over to Apex and removes anything breakable that she can reach. Yeah, remember how you told me you really don't like Apex Industries and you wish they would all die?
You mean upgrade yourself.
Oh, sorry. What did I say?
Like Apex.
Apex Industries.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. It's late in the day for me, I'm sorry.
Nope, no worries.
Remember the whole upgrade yourself Industries and you want to...
Yeah, the whole they murdered my sister thing.
They have Maxi. And Shawn throws the patch up to be viewable.
They're going down. They're going down. We're going to go get him. And they're all going down.
So, Upgrade came and took Maxi from this location to somewhere else.
Of course they did. Of course they did. God.
They definitely didn't pick him up in a gentle manner. When they stepped out of the SUVs, they had weapons leveled at him. Maxi smashed his glow.
So he can, yeah.
Are the pieces of his glow, did it get left behind?
Nope, they picked him up.
Sons of a...
I'm going to revisit my favorite tracking algorithm that I used to find those faces back in episode 1.
And all of these guards are wearing full face cover.
Nope. Not doing faces. I'm going to retask it to traffic cameras for these vehicles.
Oh, give me a software check.
Nice.
Can I spend a force point on this to upgrade my dice?
And ID points for rerolls.
I'll allow it.
Software, that is a 35.
This might be dark side, though.
A little bit.
Very
Apex is
good.
going dark side.
I'm Grey Jedi anyway, so I can use both.
I'm just straight.
Yeah. You were able to track them from the point where they left there. So it looks like they left that location, headed northeast till they crossed the Carquinez Bridge, hooked up to the 29, and kind of took the long, lazy way around the North Bay.
Okay.
Before they cut across the foothills, basically like right on the edge of where Silicon City doesn't exist anymore.
Okay.
And the last place you've got them on cameras is near a little town or little district called Muir Beach.
Okay.
Is there like a known Upgrade Yourself Industries location there?
Nope.
What's prevalent in that area?
There's a little bit of corp housing at Muir Beach. There's like some scenic, like basically scenic drives, scenic lookouts on Highway 1.
Any like warehousing or anything like that?
Retirement communities as far as the eye can see.
Give me another software check.
Nat 20. 35.
Nice.
After core rolls, the dice are warming up.
Yeah, screw it. I'm gonna do it there.
Which means when combat happens, I will get shot and killed. So
There is a weird compound-looking thing just east of there that you can't find any, like... You can't really figure out what it's there to do.
and diving into like public records and everything, it's like it's the equivalent of pixelated out in a picture.
Basically, you don't see that anybody actually owns it. It's there based on the last satellite images you see, but
I'll send it to both of their glows. It's like, I think they have Maxi at a black site.
Let's go.
Let's be careful.
I've got my pistol. I got my knife.
Let's
got
be
a
cautious.
Virus. I got a virus. Can I please?
You know,
Let me hack them, please.
Zed has a point. We're woefully outgunned here. I mean, I have this, and I pat the Pelican case.
You don't know how to use that. It didn't
Maxi
fit in
does.
the case. We have to get to Maxi first.
I know that we give it to him, and he shoots everybody.
Yes.
But more importantly, Shawn opens it, pulls the hat out, unfolds it, and plops it on Zed's hat as quick as they can. We have this. And I close the Pelican case, and I look over at Zed and go, I told you it would fit in the car.
Ignoring that. So, question for something Zed would know that Caleb doesn't. So, we work for Omni.
Yes.
Right now.
We are more or less, Zed's more or less of a contractor. We've got a big budget for this job. Would we be able to call in any sort of corporate asset from Omni itself with Maxi being kidnapped? Is that within our corporate allowances, or is this just we would have the money to go buy some mercs if we need to?
No matter which way, if you do that either with Omni's money or by calling Omni's special operations units, it's going to raise questions. Namely, what was Maxi doing when he was captured?
No idea.
Right? Like, think of it like line of duty, right? Like, they, again, they may come break Maxi out, but there may be some questions after the fact, depending on what they find out after the fact.
How about this? I send them a virus to distract them, and then we go in guns blazing.
We could sneak in.
I'm sorry. The three of us are not guns blazing, sneak into a corporate black site.
I am sneaky.
I'm sneaky.
Ish.
I mean, at times.
When I want to be. I know subtle is not.
I have a level 90 rogue. Okay, I know how it's done.
Yeah. I have gumption.
I think if we are weighing
for revenge,
if we are weighing consequences here, the consequences of us on our own and lead to death, the consequences of maybe having to answer some uncomfortable questions to our corporate overlords, we can talk our way around that one. I think we obtain some asset support and try to even the playing field. Or we try to scrounge up some street thugs to help us out. I mean, thinking of options here. I don't know.
I mean, okay.
Give me an intelligence check, Shawn, and Apex.
Oh gosh.
Do we get to use anything with this?
Nope.
Caleb, I thought you were about to dive into some Aladdin like riff raff street rat.
Gotcha. 15?
17.
Okay. It occurs to both of you separately that you do have other people besides Omni you could call. You just don't know what kind of favors you're going to be trading. Apex, the name that pops into your head is Lillian. She knows lots of people. Shawn,
the name that popped into my head.
You remember that last night you guys made a deal with a very powerful government agency.
Yeah, but I also remember we owe them something before we get things, and I don't know if, asking them for more favors is wise at this point.
We could leverage the fact that we need Maxi in order to complete our goal to help them.
Or, and I'm just spitballing here, Maxi was hot on the trail of Redcap when he was... Redcap obviously has something to do with these people, so, maybe we could get a little help to get him out of this little situation, find out what they're doing for Redcap at the same time.
As a just as a side note that everyone would also know, everyone met Jose, Maxi's fixer.
That guy too. So as you are sipping drinks at the yacht club, I'm doing that as side note that you all ordered drinks and are hanging out there.
Oh, we
so I have like a little umbrella in it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, good.
It's like that poolside cabana bar.
It looked like you were
drinks in
gonna
a
go
pineapple.
somewhere.
I mean, we could call our friends from last night. I don't really look forward to the price they might exact.
I don't think we have enough cards to play with them right now.
I can always reach out to some of our special ops teams.
I could ask Lillian. She'll probably want something in return.
I mean, that's kind of how it is out here.
Yeah. It does make sense. Oh, I was just gonna say it does make sense to call in help. So that is more
we're
likely
gonna
to
have to
succeed.
pay for help somehow.
Okay. Yeah.
I think we'd best use Omni resources. I mean, he's a member of the team. That's why they're there. Get people out of trouble.
And Zed can talk his way out of anything. So if Maxi was up to some shenanigans,
Maxi wouldn't do that. He's on a job. He wouldn't just run off on his own. He's a professional. He's a professional. He's contracted to Omni.
Didn't he say, wasn't he working with one of his buddies, though, for a favor? Like, maybe that's the favor that got called in.
Yeah, but he wouldn't do anything against the corp, so it should be okay.
okay.
So I know that we met his fixer. Did we get his number?
No, but
Did
you
we
know,
have
you know what restaurant he hangs out at, what bar, I should say.
And if you mention it out loud, it's easy enough to find that number.
We could try calling that. Was that Jose? We could try calling him first and see if he can give us any insight.
You think he'll talk to us?
Well, if he had something to do with whatever Maxi got into, there's a good chance he would help. Possibly.
It's worth a shot. Can I pull Maxi's phone records from the past couple days and look for a call about that time?
Yep. Easy to do.
Send that number over to Zed's Glow.
Yep, because you've got a lot of records for just keeping track of each other when you're out on field operations. So yeah.
Yeah, I'll try calling Jose.
Yeah, you're the talker. That's the.
Okay.
Why not?
He picks up. He goes. You're Maxi's buddy, right?
That I am. Are you in the know with where our friend Maxi is?
Nope. Was I supposed to be?
I'm not sure.
Do you know where Maxi is?
It's what we're trying to figure out. Maxi went off on some errands and has been radio dark for a little while.
How long's a little while?
Since
Day-ish?
7 a.m. Yes, true.
Day and a half?
15 hours.
That one, 15 hours.
Oh, wait, no.
Might,
Oh,
Hang on.
it's 20.
Hang on.
24.
24 plus 6 minus 3. 27
multiple hours. Multiple hours.
A day plus.
Okay. Do you have any information about where he was last seen?
Yes.
Yeah. I
He's
give him the
taken
little
by the
image.
scum of the earth.
Yeah, it's the picture of like Maxi in the middle smashing his glow as he's got like 8 people pointing guns at him.
Maxi does go with dignity though. Like he doesn't freak out. Like you don't see like
Of course.
oh. No, Maxi's just like, all right, well, you got me.
Classic Mick.
Yeah.
He goes, okay. So what you're telling me is that Maxi got picked up by somebody. Do you know who this is?
Yep, and we believe we know where it is.
Okay. So what do you want?
Problem is, Maxi's he's our heavy.
Right. So what do you want?
Yes. I don't know if you have any spare assets for an extraction.
He goes, maybe. He goes, do you have any idea where he might be? Where they might be holding him?
Yep.
Okay, where are they holding him?
I send him that.
Whoop. Pretty sure this is a black site that he's at.
He goes, looks like one. He goes, okay. I mean, what are you looking for? You want us to see if they'll sell him? You want us to see if we have to go in there guns blazing? And how much money do you got?
Guns blazing.
If we can buy him, let's buy him. I got deep pockets.
Well, we got to figure out what the hell he did.
One second, and like Shawn puts their hand over the camera, the glow, and like
There's a mute button. For Christ's sake.
what are you doing? We want them to pay. Paying these guys money to go in and kill everybody would make Apex's life better.
We're playing chess here, not face punching.
I never played chess.
I don't punch
I don't-
faces.
I
hire people to punch faces.
I punch
play the-
computer systems metaphorically.
Gotta play the long game here. We gotta be careful. Yes.
I don't know what a long
Yes,
game
we are-
is.
Yes, we can angle to take down upgrade, but we don't need to tip our hand too early. And if this is just a side thing, let's make it easy. Occam's razor, easiest solution. Pay some money. Money doesn't matter. It's not our money.
Pay some money, murder the scum, save a friend.
I mean, it would be
Problem solved.
cheaper. I mean, it wouldn't be more economical to hire somebody to come in and shoot everybody except Maxi, rather than hire everybody to go in and negotiate more money for Maxi.
Can Jose hear all of this, by the way?
I didn't hit you.
I hit the mute button.
I hit the mute button.
Oh, okay.
So, if we're weighing consequences,
Okay.
going in guns blazing leads to more guns blazing, which means coming back to us, which means starting a fight we're not ready to win yet. If we play it slow to regroup, we can work with the UN and the IOG, we can get bigger guns, and then win.
Ugh, Sid, why do you have to be so good at talking?
I have a question.
Yes, thank you for raising your hand. How may I help you?
So, in this scenario where we regroup more than the three of us are in the back of this car, I don't understand how we can get more grouped. And then we spend a lot of time cozying up to these other resources. Maxi may die of old age or, bullets before we get around to that.
So, quickest solution, we talk to Jose. Jose's on the phone waiting for us. He's listening to this boring ass hold music. He makes the inquiry. If they say, yes, here's a dollar amount for Maxi, we do it. If they say, fuck off and die, we give him a different amount of money to go in with guns. Either way, we get Maxi back. Team is assembled. We move on. Yes, again, thank you for raising your hand. How may I help you?
Asking for Maxi gives away the element of surprise. Because right now, they have no idea that they've been tracked. If somebody rolls up to their secret secret compound and go, hey, do you have this Maxi fellow? We'd like to pay for him. And they, even if they do say fuck off, then, well, it's going to make an extraction that much harder.
Fair point, but Jose works in this circle. He can do it in the right way.
Let's ask Jose which would be the quickest option.
All right, I'm on board with that.
Fine.
Okay.
Boop, boop. Thank you for waiting. We appreciate your patience.
You guys are fucking weird.
Yes, we are.
Thank
We
you.
also have a lot of money, so it's worth it. So we need Maxi back. What do you think is the fastest way? I'm fine with trying to buy him, but I don't want to tip our hand if you think that would make an extraction harder if we have to go in guns blazing.
We're
We
okay
can
with
use it-
guns blazing.
Shh.
We can use an intermediary and find out what is going on. You say upgrade yourselves, got him.
Yep.
Great. Give me like 2 or 3 hours. You said you lost contact with him yet? They grabbed him yesterday morning.
7
Yeah.
a.m.
He goes, they follow standard court protocol. They're going to move him before tomorrow morning. They don't ever keep those people in a place for more than 2 days, ever. For, guns blazing reasons.
Right. So we do have a pretty good tracking protocol, so we can keep an eye on the sky. If they move, we may be able to spot them. But if we can start a conversation and just move some money around, let's try it.
Okay.
You can reach me back at this number.
Okay. I'll make some phone calls.
And you can let me know if you need a virus sent to them. Just throwing that out there. I got one ready.
Click. Hang up. Stop it.
So what are you doing in the interim?
Let's go back to the apartment.
Why?
Take a couple up.
We stay out here,
We're
maybe
closer
get a little
here,
closer. Yeah, we're a
Are
lot
we?
closer.
No, you are a ways from.
Oh,
It's like
everything.
way up there.
Oh, I
Well,
thought it
let's
was even
head-
further out. I'm sorry.
No.
Let's head
You are on the
towards-
opposite side of now.
Oh, yeah, then let's definitely go back. Sorry.
But can we head towards there so that when Jose is ready, we're ready to step in?
Why do you insist on walking in front of the people who want to shoot bullets at us?
Not in front, behind. But we're ready for when Jose's like, "Hey, my people are there," and we'll be like, "Cool, us too." We're ready to come in
We will
behind
not
you.
help that transaction in any way. We will get in the way and we will get everybody killed.
Just thinking we could have a getaway car for.
You can
for
help
Maxi.
from the internet, which is everywhere.
But the closer we are, the better. Plus, we will be there to support Maxi if he comes out and he's all traumatized and stuff.
We need to be good friends.
I'm reading an ebook right now about conflict resolution and something called it's some sort of syndrome where he identifies with his captors and falls in love with one of them. I don't know. This could be actually a fictional novel. I'm not sure yet, but we need to be able to support him.
At the very least, we could get some more gear. I didn't bring everything with me. We could get some more of Maxi's guns. You like carrying his guns around in these big boxes.
Okay.
Okay.
At
We can
the
get his
very
guns.
least, let's do that.
Okay.
I think also. No, I'll just take care of it. Let's go. Call another robo taxi.
Yeah, we'll get some to-go food, and
Oh, good.
I'm definitely gonna put everything on Reginald's tab.
What are you in the mood for to go? I mean, they've got a variety of seafood, but the menu's basic, but nice. Anything in particular you're looking for?
Some good sandwiches, some good travel sandwiches, some soup.
We have shrimp, popcorn
Yeah,
shrimp, so it's like finger food.
Yeah,
Exactly.
fried popcorn shrimp and fries. Yeah.
Of course, and fries. Yeah.
5 orders of popcorn, shrimp, and fries. Yes.
Yes.
I want a good
Okay,
dish.
so you make a considerable takeout order and grab a auto cab back toward the city.
And I put everything on Reginald's tab, and the note is, "Ha ha, your turn." Winky face.
Winky face.
On the way back,
Go ahead.
I do want to do one thing.
Go ahead.
I'm going to use our corporate account and I want to spend some time hiding the back trail, but by the time we get back to the apartment, I want to have a newly purchased, slightly used armored van that we can use as kind of a mobile command rig, because we don't want to be taking a robo-taxi that can be traced to us everywhere we go.
Okay.
Wow.
It'll take some time for that kind of a thing to get purchased.
We got more than 2 hours.
Yeah. Oh, it's probably going to take more than that. That's probably like
While you're browsing, you find
like a day.
a nice older armored black van with a slight red stripe on it, slightly used, handful of bullet holes.
with a spoiler.
With a spoiler.
100%. I am buying that. It's a classic.
Okay.
Love when the plan
That-
comes together.
If we can find them, maybe we can hire these guys. No, seriously, if I can find one on Facebook, Bookface Marketplace, don't sue us. I will definitely do it.
Okay. I will.
It doesn't have to be like amazing. It's just we need a ride.
Yep. Armored is the thing that tends to push it into the I can get this in the next few hours to might take some time. So let me think on that for a moment. Meanwhile, I will cut over to Maxi, where
It's dark. It
suddenly
smells
it's not
like
dark
the air,
anymore.
and I'm bound up. Suddenly, it's not
It
dark.
no longer it's no longer dark.
Okay.
Someone has taken. It looks like what they had done is they'd taken literally ski goggles that were spray painted black on the inside, and they were just over your face. And so you feel somebody take the muffs off your ears and the goggles off, and you appear to be sitting in a shed. And there's a guy sitting in front of you.
What does this guy look like?
He's about 5'10", sandy brown hair, like a very, very light brown. Very nondescript. Like, if you saw this guy in a crowd, your eyes would move right past him.
Okay. Noted.
He's very, he's one of those, he looks like everyone and no one all at the same time.
Maxi's first instinct is to take in the room after he looks at this guy. Are there any light sources other than maybe on the ceiling? Does it look like there's light coming in from outside? Does it appear to be day or night? It
appears to be daytime. The shed appears to literally just be a poured concrete slab with corrugated metal walls and 4x4 pressure treated lumber posts holding it up. A slanted corrugated roof ceiling with it looks like somebody literally ran an extension cord over in between one of the corrugations, and there's a little light hanging from it. You are literally sitting in a white lawn chair with your hands strapped to each arm and 2 legs strapped to the legs.
I'd like to make a perception check to be able to try to determine maybe what's around the shed, like outside noise.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Oh shit, 21.
Okay. You don't hear any cars in the distance. You can hear the sound of waves hitting the shore. Again, you smell sea air. It does appear to be daytime from the cracks in the corrugation. And there is, just like I said, a little sliding door in the front of the shed behind him. He's sitting on a small 3-legged wooden stool in front of you, between you and the door.
Is this the part where I ask what you need from me? I assume
No,
I'd already
this
be
is-
dead if you didn't have some need for me.
Well, I need to know a couple things. Who brought you to the barge?
Providence.
Okay. Is Providence a person, or are you stating the universal concept of providence and luck?
Interpret it how you will.
Okay. You weren't alone. Who was with you?
Is anyone truly alone?
And with that, he literally chuckles at you. He's like, Okay. What did you see in the barge?
That's a very good question. Mostly boat things, I believe. There was at least one large anchor.
Did you take anything from the barge?
Fond memories and new friends.
New friends. He goes, new friends. Okay.
People I didn't kill.
Well, funnily enough, you guys didn't kill very many people.
So then I made new friends.
He goes, you're an interesting person, Mr. Koenig.
I do not get called that very often.
You've got a hell of a background here, pal.
I do what I can. One must keep life interesting.
Did you see anything interesting on the barge?
More boat things.
Okay. Here's the thing. He goes, my bosses want to know what you saw and what information you have. If you can't give me anything, they're just going to tell me to put a bullet in your head just as insurance.
Your bosses know very well what was on that barge, aside from data. They know I saw it because I was on the barge. So what possible information could I provide that they don't already have?
Well, just what you did. Confirmation. Who sent you?
I did not tell you what I saw. I simply said there were things on the boat. Your bosses know what those things are.
Who sent you?
Providence.
You're working for Omni right now. Did Omni send you?
Omni does not know I am here.
They know you're in Silicon City.
Of course, I am working for them in a capacity.
I'm sure they don't know that you're in a shed right now, but we'll leave that for another time.
You do not know my friends. They may know exactly where I am.
Were you on the BARD as part of your contract with Omni?
No, I was not.
He's doing a check because he doesn't know you're not lying. So Omni didn't send you. But you're not going to tell me who did send you, are you?
I've told you multiple times. Apparently, you need to clean your ears or define what you think Providence means.
Yeah, Providence. Right. Who was with you? Let's try this anyway.
The spirits of everyone I've ever buried, the spirits of everyone I've ever become friends with. I am never alone.
He's like laughing. He's like, you are good at this. You are clever. He sits there and stares at you for a minute. No, you can't go now. Okay, you weren't sent by Omni. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me that would give my bosses reason not to tell me to just come in here and shoot you?
I cannot tell your bosses what they can or cannot provide, or determine, I suppose, what would be valuable.
I'm saying,
I assure you I am more valuable alive than dead, but that depends on what value your bosses find in their own lives.
How are you more valuable to them alive than dead?
Again, the question is not how valuable am I, but how much do they value their lives?
Oh, so you're saying that if we kill you, someone's going to come kill them? Is that a threat?
That's Providence.
I'm really enjoying these conversations. Do you need some water or something? How you doing? You hungry?
I could eat.
Thirsty?
I could drink.
Okay. I'll be back. And then with that, he gets up. About 5 minutes later, 2 guards with weapons walk in. Both of them are masked up. And one of them literally straps like a camelback to the back of the chair and like hooks the nozzle to your lapel. And says, water.
Thank you. And Maxi will.
And then they leave.
How old is the lawn chair Maxi strapped to?
I mean, it's not like a billion years old. I mean, it's like not brand new, but not like ancient.
What kind of lawn chair is it? It's a plastic. It's a straight up like white plastic stacking chair.
Green plastic.
Green. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a pseudo Adirondack.
Got it. Maxi's gonna try and break free of the chair. He'll try to put some weight. He'll try to put some weight on his feet and kind of throw himself against the floor of the shed. It's a concrete floor.
Yep.
His body weight alone should shatter most of the chair. If, again, plastics haven't improved that much in the world of Identico.
Some plastics are good, but I'm gonna give me a strength check.
All right. Can I use my martial arts skill?
No. No.
Hey, it's worth an ask. Worth an ask.
It's worth an ask, but no.
17.
You hear some like straining and cracking. Perception check. Right after you fall down, you hear some kind of cracking of the chair. You think you've got one leg loose, and do see the door open, and 2 guys walk in and go, "Really?"
The tube fell off my lapel. I was trying to reach it, and the chair fell over.
We believe you. He actually leaves you flat on your back and sticks the tube in your mouth and goes, "There you go." And then they walk back out.
Thank you.
And just kind of they don't close the door, they just stand there in the doorway.
Maxi drinks his water.
Okay. Cut back to the team now. You arrive back at your apartment. How many ID points did you want to spend, Shawn?
That is an excellent question, and I'm going to look at the wonderful Identico rulebook that is just so beautifully laid out and find that out. Product placement here.
Here we go. Deep points. Stuff you can do with it. Cashing in on it.
You're going to find it before I will.
Oh, you have the hard copy. It's so pretty.
Nothing specific on this. I'm going to say get it within like 3 hours. It's going to cost you $1,500.
Yeah, I will definitely. I'll pay that price. That's not a problem. I've got Omni Records has a guy in this area who does custom security vehicle work. I'll see if he's got any. We'll see if he's got anything lying around that might fit the bill.
Okay. You get something brought to you. It'll take you about 3 or 4 hours. But about the time that you get back to your apartment, The fixer calls you back. Said,
Hello.
he goes, boy, did Maxi piss those guys off.
Oh boy. So what'd you find out?
Well, the sale price for him is there, but it's a joke because they just put a random number on it, knowing you're never going to pay it.
How much is it?
50 million souls.
What was our operating budget?
Maxi.
Not that much.
Oh, he's worth it.
Hey, he's worth it to me.
Honestly,
Jose goes,
yeah.
look, it's not a real number. They say it to say it because they're not going to sell it. Look, man, you want to try and snatch and grab him, there's a risk he's going to end up dead anyway.
Ugh.
Do it.
He goes, and it's going to take me some time to cobble together a crew that can assault something like that.
We don't have.
That's
that
not like a
kind of-
2-minute job.
Yeah.
Would
All
you
right.
would you be able to do it before they move him?
Probably not.
No, no,
Let me-
that's not acceptable.
Let me reconsider some options and I'll give you a call back.
Okay. Good luck.
All right.
Okay,
Screw it. Let's call the UN.
Oh,
I've got one more idea.
okay, that was not.
Let's just escalate
Hey,
this
are you
shit.
calling or are you listening to Chone's idea first?
I will listen to Chun's.
Oh,
yeah, like
sorry.
yes. Oh, yes. Your hand's raised. Of course. Thank you.
It can be taught. What if I've got a van coming. We take it out there and we just kind of set up a discreet surveillance so when they move him, we can track them again so that once Jose has, a team built, we can go in and get him.
I just worry that they're not going to move him and they're going to just kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah.
We don't know what he did. I know Maxi can take care of himself, but they're not likely to deal with his personality for an extended period of time.
He's got a
Jose's
great
right.
personality, but
Oh yeah, we love him, but
yeah,
who else?
it's an acquired taste.
Yeah. Jose's right. We go in for a fight, he's just as likely to get shot in the crossfire, or they're just as likely to execute him while they beat feet out of there.
We could sneak in, lie about who we are, like, oh, we work for the worst corporation too. We're here to move the prisoner. Maybe not those exact words. I'm not the words person. There's a reason I'm not the words person. Just throwing it out there. I mean, we either come up with something clever to do ourselves and do it fast, or we end up owing a favor to somebody. Which could be the UN, could be Lillian. We kind of have to weigh out.
Can you get a hold of Lillian? Let's exhaust some resources before we go call
We
Daddy.
still do have Omni Special Ops, but we're running out of time.
Yeah, I don't feel like we have time for them. Yeah, I'll text Lillian.
What are you telling Lillian or asking Lillian specifically?
I'm gonna send a text that says, hey babe, it's your friend Apex. Got a bit of a sitch. Help a friend out? Winky face.
What's the situation is the reply you receive.
Okay, this is good. We're talking. Our friend has been taken by some scumbags. Time is of the essence. We need some help.
Who took him?
Do I feel like texting would be secure? Like if I'm texting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got end-to-end encryption on your stuff.
Okay, so yeah, I'll like double check my encryptions and then I'll reply with upgrade yourself industries. They suck.
How did your friend piss them off?
I don't know. But I'm okay with them being pissed off because I hate them, so shrug emoji. Also, guns blazing is an option. Winky face.
Do you know where he is?
Currently, which is why time is of the essence.
Send me a location.
I'll text the address.
Okay. She goes, give me a minute.
Okay. She's working on it, guys. Don't worry.
Chone seems very distracted and is doing something in her glow.
Zed?
Zed is just pacing at this point. He's actually getting kind of visibly upset and anxious. This isn't normal for him.
Okay.
I'm distracting myself by changing my wallpaper to the picture of Zed in the hat on my glow.
After Zed fidgets for a few minutes, Chone sighs and then reaches over and takes the hat off of Zed, figuring there's some sort of allergic reaction going on there.
Aw.
Chone's the nice one.
Maxi has finished the camelback full of water and is now sucking the straw annoyingly.
For the guards? Okay.
I love all
Lillian
this as a
texts you back.
montage.
Yep. Lillian texts you back and says, we can try and grab him if they move him, but I don't got the people to assault that kind of compound fast.
Yeah.
I mean, do you know what he did? Because that's going to tell us whether they're just going to ice him or whether they're going to move him.
He was a bit solo for this mission, so we don't know what
he was doing.
did. Just probably not bad stuff. I mean, he seems like a pretty straight shooter, literally and
by that,
metaphorically.
Yeah, but by that you mean corporate assassin.
Well, okay. Fair. But also,
Look, I said we can try. You could try and grab him en route. I can get you some muscle to try and grab him en route, but that's the best I can do on short notice. Unless you can find some way to upgrade yourself into handing him over.
like, work with them.
Like blackmail.
Oh, fuck yeah, I can do that.
I mean, you're gonna have to find something, but
Oh, I have
That's gonna-
something. I have something.
that's gonna make them want to give him up.
I mean, I don't know, like a total corporate negligence that leads to the death of people. Is that like
Something that these corporations do every day.
I hate corporations.
Me too.
That's why you're awesome. Okay, so probably grab him on the move.
If you're gonna do this with guns, yeah.
Okay, let's prep for that. We have a vehicle we're obtaining. And then let me talk to my friends and see if there's anything else that we might have to leverage.
Okay.
Cool.
What are you all doing now?
So I will update the others on that whole conversation. And say, like, we can either try to grab him when he's getting moved, or we try to blackmail upgrade yourself. Which...
So the problem is we don't know they're going to move him. We don't know what he did, but there's always a strong chance that they're just going to execute him.
Yes, Shawn?
I can have an Omni TAC team 7 hours.
Okay. And, I mean, Lillian's people can help us if he gets moved. She said it's a fortress. She doesn't think guns blazing while he's there is a good move.
I'm gonna try and duck back into the Omni system. I know we lease some some satellite time, and I want to see if any of the satellites that we have access to are in the Bay Area, and possibly I can get some time on to get some higher resolution images, possible body count, that type of thing.
There will be time on the keyhole in about 2 hours.
All right, I'll make a reservation for that and take care of it when that happens.
Okay.
What would Maxi do? Like, if it was one of us and Maxi was going to rescue, what...
He'd call in an orbital strike so they couldn't extract information from.
Okay, but
I'll say this. Apex, you don't know Maxi well.
No.
But you've seen Maxi work. And I would think at this point you would probably believe that Maxi is someone that doesn't easily give up on a team member.
Definitely.
So, those are facts you know about Maxi.
Okay, so
the quiet
Maxi facts.
Thinking about Maxi, things he's done,
Maxi
things we know he would do. Hear me out. Crazy plan. We go back to the apartment. Are we at the apartment?
We're at the apartment.
At the apartment. We get his sniper rifle. We go to this location. A building across the... Hear me out, Zed. I see you shaking your head. Get to a safe building across the street. Sneak in there. Scope it out with the fancy scope. And then, if we think we can have a shot, I hack in with the virus at the same time somebody shoots. So it's like, oh, this is happening and that's happening. Big distraction. Run in, grab him, get out. The end. Question, yes.
I don't mean to poo-poo your idea. I applaud sudden violence of action.
Thank you.
But if you look at the satellite photos that we got from Smoogle Earth, there's really not any buildings high nearby to do it. It's kind of like off in its own little world, a little remote. shall we say?
Also, I don't think any of us can use a sniper very well.
You don't have to, like... all you have to do is be accurate enough not to hit Maxi. Because the point is that it's a distraction. Not... Like, you don't have to shoot anyone. You just have to just make them think that you're going to. Without murdering our friend.
I don't like this. I don't like that at all.
It's that, or like, I don't know. Maybe we go bold. We just walk in there and be like, hey, give him back.
I've got it.
These ideas keep getting worse. Somehow.
I've got it.
Come up with something better. I'm on a roll.
I've got it.
Yes. Show.
We show up and get ourselves captured so we can break him out from the inside.
Set the hat on fire. That's how good that idea was. This hat just got set on fire.
I think it's not a bad idea.
No.
Upgrade yourself. Might kind of hate me. So I could easily get myself captured by...
So then we have 2 people to rescue instead of...
No. And then I sneak a gun into Maxi and he gets us out.
So bad.
His gun's blazing from the inside out.
It's a series of plans.
As an outsider listening to these plans, I just have to say I appreciate the simplicity of I just sneak a gun in, or we just break him out. Like, it's as if it is something that's it's like an item on a checklist, right? And you're like, check, got captured, check. Stuck gun in, check. Gave to Maxi, check. Freedom.
That is how
You forgot the question mark.
I did. I forgot the question mark.
Step 6, profit. All right. We
Apex,
need to either call Omni or call UN.
Apex, will you please inform the person I am no longer talking to, Zed, that I could probably call in the strike team to do it. Alternatively, we could attempt to take you there prisoner because they are after you and see if we can ransom you and instead throw a gun to Maxi. He kills everybody, we come home and eat the rest of that shrimp.
Yes, there you go. You guys go in there as Omni, being like, hey, we want to make some friends. We're new in town. We heard you hate this chick. Here you go. And then, hey, Maxi, here's a gun.
I feel like that is a high likelihood of losing multiple assets as opposed to regaining one asset.
Would you please inform my former companion known as Zed that our asset has a name?
Zed, our asset has a name. Also, I feel like we're willing to risk our asses for this asset. Also, I feel like you're kind of being a Debbie Downer.
I'm trying to be
what
a
plans
Debbie
are you
Aliver.
contributing? Okay.
I've contributed many great plans that are very simple and let us stay here and stay alive.
Yeah, but are they very likely to rescue Maxi in a timely manner?
They are more likely than us driving up and trying to bargain with people that want to kill you.
It's like a Chewbacca situation. You just be like, oh, we've captured the prisoner. And
yeah, that didn't work either. That ended very badly.
Apex is very much Han Solo at the communications council right now.
We're okay. How are you?
So in this historical documentary, please remember how badly that went. They jumped into the trash chute and a monster almost ate them.
They almost all survived, was what I would say if I
They escaped.
Tell him that.
Shawn would like to say that they almost all survived.
I'm going to my room. I can't handle this anymore. I'm going to my room. And
wait, Zed, did you just quit on Maxi?
I think he did. I feel like Zed does not value our team.
No, I'm going to my room, and I am calling our contact at the IOG.
She picks up, and do you basically kind of give her the whole outlay of what's happening?
Yes, I
You
do.
tell her all of our good plans.
No, I leave those out because they're
She goes,
no.
She goes, we can get him, but you're going to pay big.
I'm fine with that. But I pay. They don't need to.
No. We're picking all three of you up in an hour.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Can we hear this?
No, I'm in my room. The door's closed.
Okay,
I
fine.
slammed it
And,
really
and
hard.
she hangs up.
Cool. I walk out of the room. Pack your bags.
When you walk out of the room, there in front of your door is a small burnt shell of a hat with a couple candles around it, and almost a Shinto shrine sitting next to the
flower
door.
petals.
I
am in
There's a
Maxi's
little
room.
MP3 like I remember you.
Zed doesn't see that, and he just walks over it.
I'm in Maxi's room looking at his guns.
Yeah. Pack your shit. We are leaving in an hour.
To do our plan?
No.
Are we going to be setting more fine hatware on fire?
No.
Well, then I might be on board.
On
Seriously,
the bed,
pack up. We've got an hour.
On the bed, Apex, you see there are two plasma cartridge revolvers. There is one battle carbine with the scope, stock, and a long barrel attachment, and there is a hard sniper rifle. It's just a full-on sniper rifle.
Sweet. I'm gonna strap the sniper rifle to my back. I'm going
Arguably,
to...
it's as big as you.
I don't know, how tall is Apex?
Oh, wow, she's very tall, 5'8".
Okay, so Maxi, is it like an anti-materiel rifle, or is it
It is
just a
not.
standard?
It is not an anti-materiel rifle. It is a.
Okay.
It is a stand. I mean, it's a long rifle.
Okay.
It is a.
No, it's not as long as you. I mean, it's probably 3.5 feet long.
It's surprisingly light for its size.
Oh yeah, very light.
That's why it's got a strap, so you can carry it. And I will take the. You said there's two pistols of some
Yeah, there's
kind?
two. There are two plasma cartridge revolvers.
Okay, I will take the two revolvers as well, with the intention of handing those off to Maxi because he'll know how to use them. And I feel set. I do have my nano silk overalls and shirt on, by the way.
So, about an hour later, there's a knock at your door.
Zed's been in his room packing. He goes and opens the door.
He goes, "All right, let's go. We're going downtown."
Come on, kids. Bus is here.
To save our friend is.
Yeah, that's in process. Come on.
In process, like you're doing it without us, or like we need details. This is
We super don't.
It's like,
We super don't.
We super
are
do.
going.
super new.
she goes, "Oh, I didn't tell you. About half an hour ago, we swore out a warrant for Maxi.
Sorry, what?
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 Uh-huh.
Can you be a little more specific?
Well, see, when we swear out the warrant for Maxi, and then when our people call Upgrade Yourself and say, here's a warrant, we know you have him, hand him over, or suffer the consequences, they'll hand him over.
This is
Alive.
why we just call Daddy, and Daddy fixes it. Thank you.
He goes, but
I
you,
think our plans would have worked.
she points at Apex. She goes, someone wants to talk to you about Rob Barnes.
I would like to know that my friend is safe first.
Deal.
Okay.
Come on, we gotta go downtown.
Okay. Well, I'm bringing all the guns because Maxi's gonna want them.
Sure.
Zed's had a migraine.
So do you guys
day.
get in the car with them?
I
Joe.
do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. I didn't want to go alone.
He's been downstairs this whole damn time. He just walked past this conversation. I'm done. Let's go. He's in shotgun, waiting to go.
You're in a, again, nondescript white SUV. She drives you to the UN building in downtown San Francisco, where you're heading to an underground parking garage. You get out. You are motioned past security and put into an elevator. Based on the motion of the elevator, you think you're going down for a few seconds. You come out into a sterile gray hallway with a IOG logo over what appears to be plexiglass doors. She scans her chip at the reader and leads you inside and into a conference room. She goes, hungry, thirsty, you good?
I've had too much popcorn chicken.
We have Sprite.
Ooh, please.
Ginger ale, Sprite, what's better?
Mountain Dew?
Sure. She taps something on her glow, and a few minutes later, another agent brings in an assortment of soft drinks and snacks. Doodly-doo, doodly-doo, doodly-doo. And now we're going to cut over to Maxi. Sometime later, the guards stay there, kind of watching you the whole time. Sometime later, are you going to do anything? Actually, let me ask Maxi. Are you going to do anything in the interim?
So you said Maxi thought he got his left leg free?
Yeah.
Or it was possible, maybe not free, but loose, right?
Looser.
He's going to continue to kind of work that leg, so if he needs to pull it free, he can.
Okay.
But he's going to try.
After about half an hour, you think you've got one leg out, but you've hidden it in a way where it doesn't look like it's out.
Exactly. Like, so for example, like he didn't pull it out of the binding, but the binding's loose enough that he could pop it free. Maybe, I don't know, but he's going to.
I got you. Yeah, you can get it out if you need to. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to continue to wait, and he's just sucking on this dry straw, like
annoying the guards,
doing his best to, he's humming infectious songs.
I was gonna ask, does Maxi start singing like, "This is a song that doesn't end"?
You hear it like, yeah. You get some of that. You get some of. And there's a couple of there's a couple of Eastern European tunes in there too. Like maybe he's doing his own little. But yeah, he's just doing his best to kind of entertain himself and annoy his captors.
Okay. After some time, the original interrogator guy comes back. He sees you laying on the ground. He's like, he picks up the chair and sets you up. He goes, well, I'm not sure if it's the best day of your life or the worst day of your life.
Providence.
You're an interesting guy, Mr. Koenig. Am I saying your last name right?
Yes.
He goes, well, whether it's fortunate or unfortunate, I don't know, but somebody with more juice than my bosses wants you, and my bosses have agreed to hand you over. So, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. What's it going to be?
I see no reason to do it the hard way, unless that's your choice.
No, he cuts the zip ties and kind of helps you up.
As he goes to like cut the leg, like Maxi just kind of lifts his left leg out.
He goes, "Oh, look who was being sneaky." He's like, "I like you." He goes, "I think you and I are gonna meet again somewhere."
Perhaps if it's Providence.
He goes, "I don't. Do I need to handcuff you?"
Do I look as though I'm going to fight?
Yeah, kinda.
If it will make you and your men feel better, then handcuff me.
They put the goggles back over your face and earmuffs on, and they handcuff you. A short time later, you are put into a car and driven somewhere. They drive around for about 25 minutes. You can't really hear anything, but you're pulled out of the car, and it feels like you're basically handed to somebody else who puts you into a different car and drives again another 40 minutes.
Do any of the folks around, for example, before we do the transfer?
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Are there any particular smells with the people that are around me? They've blinded me and they've muted me, but I can still smell. Like, does anyone wear any particularly like odious cologne or
not odious? The interrogator guy who cut you out, who you've been talking to. You would know it if you smelled it ever again, but that's not like Maxi's thing where like he would like, oh, that's Calvin Klein number 7. Like, yeah. If you smelled something similar again, you'd probably be able to isolate it. But I mean, aside from the smells of like the guards, it smells. You can kind of smell some deodorant. One of them smells kind of BO-y, sweat, right? Probably from the armor.
All right.
But no. The biggest thing you notice is you do hear the sound of seagulls after they pull the earmuffs off your head and the other stuff at the end of the transfer.
Okay. No surprise. Just, smelled sea air basically the entire time.
Mm-hmm. The rest of you are sitting in the conference room for some time, 90 minutes. Nobody really comes to bother you. Is there anything you want to do in that time?
Scan the network.
Give me a networks check.
Why do we keep doing bad things?
I didn't find anything. Don't get me wrong. 15.
Bad? 15.
I'm just scanning. I'm not doing anything naughty.
You can definitely see they've got some heavy duty fucking network traffic moving through here.
It's a Plex server.
Give me a perception check with your tech head.
Oh. Where were you a minute ago? So that is with a nat 20, a 34.
All right. About 200 yards from where you're sitting, there is a data conduit the likes of which you have never seen. Like, it is the rate, and it's definitely like PoE plus on crack, right? Like, it's carrying power, but it's definitely a data connection.
Okay.
And it is, again, it's a big pipe. You've never seen anything that required that level of simultaneous transmission. And it's hardlined, and you could tell it's in an armored, you could tell because of kind of how it, when you see through your tech head, it's like seeing the waves and stuff. Yeah. You can tell it's in an armored cable because of kind of how it gradiates, right? Okay. It gets fuzzy almost to you. And it is, you can't even think of what you would need, especially in an enclosed building like this. Like, this is like major, like, data cable across the ocean level of data transmission.
Okay.
Apex, anything? As Chone stares off into the middle distance, trying to figure out what they are seeing.
You're muted.
You're muted. Maybe.
Yep. Are we just alone in this conference room, or are they here with us?
Nope. You're all by yourself.
All by our
But you're
lonesome.
never alone.
Nope, Mr. Camera sees everything.
Not
Truly
with
alone.
Providence.
We're gonna find out later that Providence is the name of his sniper.
Oh my gosh, which I have. Okay, so we knew the location of where Maxi was. Would I have the capability from here of hacking into like any traffic cams or anything to kind of see if I can scope out if he's
Yeah,
being
because you can,
moved?
as long as you're not doing it on their network, because you've got basically cell signal down here. Yeah,
Okay.
give it a shot. Give me a software check. Because you guys had already done the traffic cams and started tracing stuff, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
give me a software check.
35.
Okay. You are able to follow the vehicles as they leave. They literally go to a nondescript spot in the port of San Francisco where different SUVs pull up and they literally pull Maxi blindfolded out of one car and stick him in another one. That was about 20 minutes ago.
I want to, if I can, I want to just keep following that. Just sort of.
It looks
Trace
like
where
it's
he's
heading
at.
back to. It looks like it's heading back to where you are right now.
Okay. I'll keep watching it just to be sure.
Okay. Maxi, you feel yourself kind of going down into a garage. As you are pulled out of the car, the handcuffs are taken off of you, and the blindfold is taken off, and you see a large plexiglass door that has the symbol for the United Nations Information and Observations Group on it. There's an agent who's kind of holding you lightly by the arm and leads you through the door. And after about a minute, you are brought to a conference room. Are you doing anything in that time, or are you just kind of going?
Under his breath, as Maxi saw the door and the logo, he would have said, I don't know the correct term in German or Portuguese, but it would have been the word fuck.
How about Shizen?
You are led into the conference room where sit Zed, Chone, and Apex. You see an agent bring Maxi into the conference room and the agent says, "Wait here," and the agent exits.
Chone gets up and walks over to Maxi and hands him a to-go box of popcorn shrimp.
Maxi looks up and nods and then just starts shoveling the cold food into his mouth. I shouldn't say shoveling. He starts eating, but not like, he's not like, he's,
Eating, he's hungry.
yeah, he's hungry, clearly hungry, but he's retaining control.
Chone just kind of pats your shoulder and then sits down.
I brought your guns for you. We were gonna come rescue you. We had a really good plan. Like,
We had very
solid.
good plans.
We had a
We
lot.
had terrible plans.
We had a lot of really solid plans.
I apologize that this action was necessary. It should not have been, and I'm glad you did not risk yourselves in trying to rescue me.
We were ready. We were so ready.
I can see that.
So that whole time we were waiting for Maxi in the conference room, Zed was just pacing very anxiously.
Mm-hmm.
And now that he's here, Zed actually
Drink.
and eat. He doesn't like gush over the fact that Maxi's back, but he is visibly relieved.
I am also going to text Lillian and just be like, hey, it's taken care of. Thanks for being there, friend.
She sends you a thumbs up emoji. Hope you didn't have to sell your soul to get it.
Oh no, I wouldn't do that.
It didn't cost us anything.
No, nope.
So, to kind of put this in perspective for what you're about to see, okay? So as you were sitting there, Maxi, you've eaten. In walks Zed. In walks the engine that you guys have met with a few times now. She walks in, and behind her is a very, very old man. Like, really old. He's walking very slowly on a cane, and to put this in perspective, it's like, hey, if I showed you, like, would you recognize Joe Biden if he walked in the room? Like that kind of a thing, right? Or Bill Clinton, right?
Yeah.
The person who walks into the room is, as far as you were aware, was retired, but you've seen his face on newscasts and in documentaries and things like that, is the founder of the Information and Observations Group. And he sits down at the head of the conference table, puts his cane kind of like between his legs, and goes, you all owe me quite a bit of information.
Shawn slides him a container of popcorn chicken.
And that is where we are going to end today's
Snatch Shawn's
episode.
hand.
Yes.
Arsonist.
So, everyone, thank you for joining us. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Join us this Wednesday for Angel City Stories. That one's in the middle of burning buildings and blowing things up, and we drove a car through a building. It was great. So, running them down. Kaylee, where can everybody find you on the internets?
The best place to find me is on the redemptionpodcast.com. My cat here, Ahsoka, does not have a Twitter account, but you can find me at GG Kaylee.
Michael, where can they find you?
Well, you can also find me on the Redemption Podcast with Kaylee, with Shawn. We release every other week, and we are deep in, or I should say we're toward the early side of season 7. You can also find me on Mondays on the Gamers Table. You can find me Mondays here. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. You can find me Mondays here with Identico, and on Tuesdays you can find me over at Gamers Table playing a Conan game.
Nice.
Steph, where can we find you?
You can find me on pretty much everywhere at Starlit Firefly. And you can also hear me on the Welcome to St. Paxton podcast, which is at St. Paxton Podcast. Yeah.
And Caleb.
And I am online at the Caleb G. You can also hear me over Academy Twitch stream playing 13th Age, usually every other Tuesday.
Hopefully.
Yes. Okay, and so for all of us here at Identico, thank you for joining us. We'll be back in 2 weeks. We're going to see exactly what's going to happen as they have now climbed into the towers of power in Identico and possibly sold their souls to the devil. We'll find out next time. Have a great night. Thank you all for coming. I'm Alex the Humanoid. See you later.
Bye.